Hi guys, something a bit different again. I've got a radio mic that I want to test out. Excuse me. I'm not using it yet, I'm using the camera mic. I'm also setting some things to manual. I've taken the video aspect off auto and see how that behaves. And the sound is also on manual. I've got it set back to about 35%, which I've done some tests on with the mic, which seems to be about right. I don't like the mic, but I've got to be careful not to touch it. Anyway, Herb Blair and Cerberus, Harold, both did some short segments on their reloading bench. And I thought, well, why not just do a quick one on mine? Just for the heck of it. So here we are at the reloading bench. It's the opposite side of my office actually from the computer. So I'm going to come in a bit closer and just run through a quick reload on a couple of 45-70 rounds. Alright, just show you the setup. Alright. I was going to add some lighting, but I'm relying on my strip lights. Hopefully it'll be adequate. What I was going to do was just quickly show you, I'm going to reload an old case. These rounds, these cases have been reloaded many times. I've got a few rounds left of that. Originally this was Remington ammo, low power stuff for trapdoor rifles. And the bullet that I use is 405 grain laser cast. It's hard cast stuff, pretty tough. 459 lube sized. Served me very well. And this first case is one of the old ones. Yeah, it's pretty messy, so I'm going to retire them. So this one we've got to do a full reload. In other words, go right through the whole sequence. And I use this stuff for case lube. I also use it on rifle cases. Anyway, this one, get that round to the beginning. This is a very long round to get in this press. Get it lined up. That's deprimed it and resized. New primer, make sure it's set deep enough. Now we go to the flare station, and I keep a certain amount of my powder, which is Reloader 7, in this little tub, and I use a dipper, and I get that set so that I've got a level quantity. It's accurate enough for my, shall we call them, plinking rounds. I don't usually weigh it out unless I'm on something really critical. And then we can line the bullet up, get it into the seating. Now I've got a jiggle to get the darn thing out. Can't remember how I do it sometimes. And then into this single station press, which puts a factory crimp on, which is a pretty strong, let me see if it's visible. It's a pretty strong roll crimp. I try not to overdo it so I don't case harden the brass too much, but I mean I don't reload these all that often. I tend to keep a set of 20 for general purpose, and when they're done I reload them, but I've got a box of 100. I'll show you finally. Now for a fresh case, this is a Starline brass case, very good brass, I've always liked it, very good quality. So the old ones will probably be put into the scrap bin eventually, and we'll use new brass. Now here we don't need to use the resize, but I do want to, I'll go round to the flare and powder. I do want to set a primer, and then up for a flare so we can get the bullet in. Another dose of powder. Should I say 41.5 grains. Forgot whether I mentioned it. And pop a bullet in there. Hang on, that didn't line up. This is pushing the envelope a bit with this long case in that press. And again, factory crimp, so we've got a nice new round. Alright, I meant to say, you might see it just about in frame. This other press is the same as this one, but sort of general purpose, and I tend to keep, there's a powder hopper, set of dies, and this one is set up for it's set up for, what is it, 9mm. So that makes for a quick change between calibers, which is usually 9mm, 38 special, 45 ACP, 357 mag, etc. Not sure, I've got one for 44 mag somewhere. But I tend to keep this for 45-70, it saves too many changes. So that's that's a reserve of 100 rounds. Did these quite a long time ago. Probably won't use them for quite a while. They're sort of reserve. It's quite a long job loading these because it's a bit, well, not as slow as rifle rounds, but pretty slow. Anyway, I'm going to see if this mic is any good at all. If it's problematic, I will do a voiceover instead. Apart from that, there you are, quick look at the chaos of the old man's loading bench. A little bit of fun, but we'll be back to some chip making soon. The fixture plate, finishing that off, that's pretty soon I hope, when I get time. And there's another video which I haven't put it up yet. It may go up after this actually. So we got things in the pipeline. Alright, thanks for watching guys. Hope to see you soon.